Time passed, and Prince Siddhartha grew up surrounded by the absolute love and protection of King Suddhodana. He lived in a lavish palace, acquiring the most profound knowledge and mastering martial arts. His father, the king, did everything he could to shield his son from witnessing any of life's sorrows. He wanted the prince to see only joy and prosperity, to keep him attached to his royal life forever, and to become a great king as the first prophecy foretold. But in the prince's soul, a different seed had already taken root since his childhood. One day, to encourage his people, King Suddhodana organized a grand plowing ceremony. It was a lively festival where everyone, from the king and his court to the common folk, gathered together to plow the fields, marking the beginning of a new planting season. King Suddhodana even took part in the ceremony himself. Prince Siddhattha, who was still a young boy at the time, was placed in a shaded carriage and brought by his attendants to a cool spot under a rose apple tree. The entire field became a lively, buzzing scene. The majestic king, the dignified courtiers, and the cheerful farmers all immersed themselves in the vibrant atmosphere of labor. The female attendants tasked with caring for the prince were also drawn in by the joyful spectacle. They secretly slipped away to watch the festival, leaving the young prince alone. The prince remained, sitting peacefully under the shade of the rose apple tree. In stark contrast to the lively commotion outside, his world became strangely tranquil. His mind was like a still lake with no ripples. He saw birds pecking at the freshly sown seeds. He saw insects being crushed by the plow blades, their bodies broken and mangled. A small bird landed to eat a bug, only to be snatched away by a swooping hawk. In that moment, a sense of infinite sorrow arose in the prince's heart. He clearly saw a cycle of birth, death, and suffering unfolding everywhere. His compassion awoke. He closed his eyes, sat cross-legged in the lotus position, and began to breathe in and out steadily. He gathered his mind, calming it, allowing all those disturbing thoughts and sorrowful images to vanish. He merged with his own breath, with the serenity of the rose apple tree, with the stillness of nature. It was there, under that rose apple tree, that the young prince entered the state of first Jhana, a noble and deeply peaceful state of concentration. When the attendants suddenly remembered their duty, they rushed back. They were all astonished to see the prince sitting motionless, his entire being seemingly radiating a quiet, solemn light. They hurried to inform King Suddhodana. The king rushed to his son. He saw the prince still meditating, surrounded by an unbelievably pure and peaceful aura. His eyes were filled with surprise and then with boundless reverence. He knelt down, clasped his hands together, and said in a trembling voice, "My beloved son, this is the second time your father bows to you." The king had once knelt before his newborn son, and now he knelt a second time. This time it was not because of a prophecy, but because of the greatness and peace radiating from within his own son. He knew that his son was not just a king in waiting, but a great soul on a journey to find something far more noble than a throne. In the next episode, we will explore the prince's royal life and the events that drove him to make the most monumental decision of his life.